I talk about vitamin D and kids' health regularly in my Reality Check e-letter, but I don't know if I've ever discussed them in conjunction with one another until now. Of course, vitamin D is an essential nutrient that all children and all adults need. But the results of a new study show just how critical vitamin D is during childhood. In fact, making sure your kids get enough of this simple nutrient may be one of the single most important things you can do to protect them from a future of chronic health problems. According to this new research, low vitamin D intake during childhood is associated with a higher risk of atherosclerosis, or hardening and narrowing of the arteries, in adulthood. As you know, atherosclerosis is one of the primary culprits behind heart attack and stroke. So the researchers took a look at 2,000 young Finnish people, measuring vitamin D levels at age 3 to 18. The subjects were then re-examined 27 years later at age 30 to 45 with ultrasound screenings. The scientists also accounted for other conventional cardiovascular risk factors such as diet, physical activity, and smoking. They also took other conventional cardiovascular risk factors into consideration, including serum lipids, blood pressure, smoking, diet, physical activity, and obesity. And they still found that subjects with the lowest vitamin D levels were at significantly higher risk of atherosclerosis as adults. I think it's worth noting that this study looked at folks in Finland, one of the fittest countries in the world. Its obesity rate is less than half that of the US percentage-wise, around 17% compared to our 35%. So the fact that these negative results were seen in such a healthy country makes the results doubly powerful. Imagine if the exact same experiment were performed here in the United States. Which brings up another point. In this study, the Finnish researchers defined a low level of vitamin D as 40. In this country, a level of 30 is considered normal. No wonder atherosclerosis and heart disease is so rampant in this country. Kids simply aren't getting the vitamin D they need to keep their hearts healthy. After all, it's almost impossible to get enough vitamin D through food, especially given the processed garbage far too many kids live on today. And parents are terrified to expose their children to the best source of vitamin D, the sun. Most kids are slathered in sunscreen from head to toe before they even set foot outside. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe it's important to invest in a good quality, natural, organic sunscreen. But some direct sun exposure without sunscreen is an invaluable way to help boost your vitamin D levels. Until next time, I'm Dr. Fred.